Good evening, gorgeous ladies and everybody that is watching me live on CTN TV. What a blessing to have you on board. And as always, your communication is important to us on 0728316317. Always a delight to hear from you, gorgeous ladies. And as always, we bring to you ladies that have been through pain and did not allow pain to crush them. But they took their pain and right now they've turned it into a dessert that we can all enjoy and see the victory of Jesus. Remember, on October 10th, we are having the Gorgeous Woman Dinner. Don't miss. It's going to be big. It's going to be awesome. And all the ladies that are registering, I believe we are almost close to the number that we are looking for. There are only limited spaces. So call the number on your screen and on our social media. Register and be part of us. Today, I'm just privileged and happy to have my guest, Lillian Bidi, that has been diagnosed with a very serious condition, very scientific name, and she's going to introduce herself to us. So, Lillian, you're most welcome.
Thank you so much.
Always a joy to have a gorgeous woman seated on that seat.
Thank you.
Because when I see you, I know there's a story. So,
Sure.
But kindly, before we hear about the mega story, tell us about who Lillian is, where are you born, how many are you in the family, what do you do?
All right. Thank you so much, even for the opportunity.
Yes.
Yes. So, Lillian, okay, I am Lillian Bidi. I've been born and raised in Machakos.
Okay.
Yes, I come from Machakos County in a village known as Ngamba. Yeah, that's interior deep there. Yeah, but and I've been born in a family of 10.
Ah,
yes,
wow.
yes, so
many. One mother.
Yes.
She
one
must
mom,
be.
one dad.
That's a superb mama. Oh my. Which
she's
born
a
are
strong
you?
One.
Oh, great.
8th born.
8th born.
Yes.
So like when you grew up as an 8th born, were you able to relate with your older siblings, or you felt like they were aunties and uncles?
You know, we grew up in phases of 3.
Oh.
So like the firstborn grew up together, the 3 of them, and then so like for me, I'm born in between boys. Yeah. So like I'm the last born girl in the family. Yeah. So I grew up with the boys, the last ones. Yes. Yeah.
How was it growing up?
It was
in your family.
Wow. I can say it was one of the best experiences because at least growing up in a such big family, like it was so much fun because we would relate. Yeah,
you had playmates.
Yes, playmates.
Yeah, you had somebody to share your chores with.
Yes, and stories, like you'd find us in the evening, maybe we just gathered in some place and just sharing stories and all that.
Yes, and happy life.
Yes.
What a joy. Is your father and mother still alive?
Yes, they are.
Oh, great. May they live long. In Jesus' name.
Amen.
So what do you do as a career?
Okay, for my career, I am a hotelier. Yes, that's what I do.
Oh, great. Which department?
Okay, I do management, so like I can work in any department.
Okay, any department.
Yes,
awesome. Are you married?
No.
No, engaged?
Wow.
We want to know who Lillian is, so that when we talk about what we are talking about, we have at least a view of who you are.
Wow. Okay. Lillian is not yet engaged.
Not engaged.
Yes.
Oh, great! Wow. There is nothing to be embarrassed about because there's a phase in life, and once it comes, it comes. And if, enjoy life while God has given you. Yeah. They always tell us that enjoy singlehood before marriage comes.
Yeah.
Because every day that God gives you is a day to enjoy. Yeah. So, what brings you to Gorgeous Woman Show? What is the inspiration behind you coming?
Okay, I'm inspired by great stories of great women out there.
Yes.
Like, they normally inspire me a lot. Just listening to somebody's life, what they've been through and maybe what they're aspiring to be in future. That just inspires me a lot. And I decided why not feature and tell the world about my story. Maybe I might inspire someone out there also.
Definitely, I can tell you for a fact. You will inspire someone because our stories are not just meant for us. And God does not just let us go through issues so that we can sit on them. He uses us as an example of how faithful he is.
Yeah, sure.
And what a joy. My viewer, the story of Lillian Bithi having a condition called congenital melanitic nevus. Oh, Jesus. It's quite a scientific name. And you hear more about it and how she faced stigma, how she went through school, how she missed even an opportunity to be the best she wanted to be. But look at where she is now. See you after the break. You're welcome, my viewer, and as I promised you, my guest is none other but Lillian Bithi, and her story is so inspiring. A story of low self-esteem due to a condition she was born with, a story of rejection, isolation at school, and of course, I think what crowns it all is missing an opportunity to be an air hostess just because of a condition that she not even asked for. She just found herself in. So Lillian,
yes.
I just wanted to give our viewer a snapshot of what you've been through.
Yes.
So it was very normal for you to grow up in your home.
Yes.
But now your journey began when you went to school.
Yeah.
So when did you discover you have that spot? You are calling that condition, you're calling it congenital melanocytic nevus.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
CMN.
tell me about the journey of that. The marking on your hand.
Okay. Okay. I got to realize I had the mark in early stages, like while back in primary school. Yeah, that's when, of course, I knew I had it because kids at school could notice it and they were like, "What's that thing on your hand? Like, where did you get it from?" Others were like, you should not go near her, maybe she'll infect you with it, you should not touch it. Yeah, so that time I got to realize I was different in a way. So in my family, they never used to tell me I was different in a way. Like, they made me feel like I was just...
But were you concerned? Were you concerned about it?
Yes, so with time I started getting concerned with it. Yeah, so...
But when you were in your family, you were fine?
Yeah, in my family I was fine. Nobody ever told me like I was different in a way. Nobody showed me that. Like, my sisters were very, very like... They used even to joke about it a lot.
You never even like try to clean it off and realize it's not going?
We tried that many times, especially in school with my friends. Like, we used even to have a razor blade and try cutting it. Yes. Wow. So then I would feel some pain and then I tell him, no, we should not do this. Yes.
So what kind of, how was it in school? What kind of bullying did you endure?
In school, it was a bit tough because at around class 4, I remember I was a very bright student. So some of them thought, they used to say like my high intelligence was coming from my mark. So they would tell me whenever, because I know I was among the top ones in class. So every other time they would come and tell me, tunajua tu ni sababu hiyo kitu iko kwa mkono.
So they thought it's a charm?
Yes. To them they thought that.
Wow.
Yes. So with time it affected me to a point like I never used to remove my sweater. I used to put on long sleeve all through, like even when it's so hot and you know Kambani how hot it is. Yes. So I used to put on pullovers throughout just to cover it and to avoid all the questions and the stares. Yeah. So it affected me to that extent, and also with my self-esteem, I think it affected me a lot because I could not stand in front of a crowd and say something. Like I was so shy, like, so shy.
And especially now they associate your being bright with the charm on your hand. So is that what made you feel like you needed to get rid of it?
Yeah, to some extent I felt, wow, this thing I need to get rid of it. Like, why should I be answering all these questions throughout? Like, I felt, no, maybe I can remove it. Maybe there's something I can do to it which I didn't know. Yeah.
Did you ever try? Did your parents or try to take you to hospital?
No, they've never done it. In fact, I don't even know if they know the condition. Like they don't even understand the condition. To them, they took it as just a normal mark,
like a birthmark.
Yes, just like a birthmark. So to my mom, she told me she went through a lot of questions. You know, when you bring up a child, like when you bear a child with some visible difference, there are malicious people will come with all sorts of thoughts, ideas, telling you this and this.
What are the things that your mom was told that she confided in you?
Okay. Some were sad, of course.
No, just share them.
Yeah, okay.
There could be a mother who has a kid like that and is going through the same.
Yes. Some told her that maybe I was a bad omen to the family. Like, yeah, because in my large family, there's never been any other person with such a mark. So I was the first one. Yeah, so to them, they felt, no, this kid, there must be something with her. Maybe she's
but
a bad
it is bad luck.
Yes.
They never associated it with goodness.
No, not at all.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. So at what point did you now get that CMN is this condition? Who told you if your parents never took you to hospital?
Wow, that happened last year. Yeah.
Last year,
imagine. After all those years. Like,
wow, it has been bothering you until you took yourself to a doctor.
I didn't even take myself to a doctor because the condition is so rare. In fact, it is categorized as a rare disease. So, like, there's not a lot of information about it which is out there. So, last year, a friend of mine who is a surgeon suggested we have a surgery on it to remove it. And then, I think God was speaking to me in a way because for the first time, I thought about it seriously. I just thought about it so much. And I went to internet and I started just researching about it. And then I got to learn, kumbe there was a lot of information I didn't know about this. And it wasn't just a mark, a normal mark. So after getting the information, and I got to connect with a global team. There's a global team based at UK. And there are also other teams in different countries which are starting up. So I got to connect with them and we started talking. They started sending me some material. So at the time I got to learn more about it. And I decided, why not share with people? Yeah, I said, even it will be a relief to me because I normally answer so many questions. And coming out and speaking about it, maybe it will
help somebody else.
Yes, and it will also help me. So I decided, let me start something. And I started an awareness campaign online. Yes, so I've been doing it for some time, yes.
So is it painful? Is it uncomfortable? Does it grow? Tell us more about it.
Okay, it is not painful.
Yes.
Yeah, it's just there as you can see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know whether you can see it. The skin is a bit raised.
Yes.
And it's a bit rough.
Yeah.
And it has some hair growing.
Yes.
Yes. So it normally grows proportionally with a child because you are born with it. It will grow proportionally with the area. Yeah. So it has been like that since I was born.
Yeah, so it's been growing as you grow.
Yes.
And it's not painful?
It's not. But to some extent, it's a bit serious. Okay, there are large ones. I don't know whether
I've seen some on the face.
On face, yeah.
On the face. I've seen one, I saw a documentary of a child that had actually 3 of them on the face. And they would call the baby, they would call the boy monkey face.
Wow.
Yeah, and I think the boy was white. So you can imagine having such a patch
on the face.
Yeah, on the face.
Yeah. For people who have them in areas which are visible, they normally tend to get more bullied than the ones who have them in areas which are covered. So, they tend to, they are normally different in sizes. In fact, they can grow up to 80% of the body. They can cover 80% of the body.
Wow.
Yes. And I've seen and I've connected with people who are outside Kenya, like in the UK, US, who have them big ones. And the risk of that is that there is a high risk of them growing skin cancer, melanoma.
Melanoma, yeah.
Yes. So I think it's good that people know, get information about it and have their marks getting checked regularly by a physician, just to know whether they are okay, whether something is changing.
So have you had yourself checked by a doctor?
Yes, I have had myself checked once. Although it's good to get checked again and again. Yes.
So for the large part of your growing up, you're saying that the mark affected the way you viewed yourself.
Yes.
So at what point did you reach and you accepted yourself? Because for you to come here, it means that you've gone through a journey of acceptance.
Yes. True. Okay, around my teenage years, I think it was the most difficult time. You know, that's the period when you start realizing yourself, you start seeing some changes in your body, and you're so conscious about what's happening in your body. And also, like, you're so conscious about what people are talking about you. So that period really affected me to some extent. After high school, going to college, I was still affected by the same. My self-esteem was so low. I remember in college, there was this competition of Miss KU. I went in KU. So my friends used to push me to try the contest. So I joined. I remember I joined the training for 1 week, then I quit. Like, my esteem was still so low. Like, I felt, the mark will beautiful. I just felt like the mark will just take me out of the competition. Like, because the other girls didn't have it. So I was like, no, like, I cannot win this. Like, I have something which is so visible. So I missed that opportunity because
Did anybody make a negative comment when you are during that journey, or it was just an inner conversation within you?
It was inner conversation within me.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
I used to tell myself I cannot do this. Again, after college, I got an opportunity. There was this job advertisement for cabin crew for Qatar Airways. And then I was there. I loved that job a lot. I used to admire those people a lot. So then I said, why not apply? So when I checked the qualifications, I got this one which said, you must not have a visible mark.
Wow.
Yes. So that just put me off, and that's the way I just stopped the application there and there. I never tried it again.
Wow.
Yes.
So you can, even in the marketplace, there's a kind of isolation.
Yes.
When you have a visible mark and you feel different.
It's there.
Wow.
It's there, and I think it's not a good thing, because having the mark, it's something you cannot change, and you are born with it. So it's something you cannot do anything about. So I feel there's a lot of stigmatization out there. There's people need to know much about this, and know that people with such marks are just normal people, and they should be treated with respect and dignity like another person. Yes.
And of course, being sensitive about what we say.
Yes, exactly.
What are the memorable things that you remember as a kid? Because kids can be very naughty.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, so what are the things that were said about you that when you remember them to this day, you say that was very mean? Somebody should not have said that.
In fact, some of them, I just remember them and I laugh a lot, because they're just, funny to some extent. But I get to be patient with people. You know, they normally comment out of lack of knowledge. So I'm patient with people. So, like, in my childhood, I remember some kids used to say, like, hiyo ni kichwa ilikuwa inamea kwa mkono.
Oh my word. Kichwa.
Yeah, because now they see some hair.
Yeah.
And then they are like, no, that must be your head. Yeah, others would tell me, sijui, your mom must have taken some hot tea. Akakuchoma. Sijui, alikula pilipili akakuchoma. A lot of things.
A lot of them. And it's kids.
Yeah.
Kids are just kids. Wow. Yeah. My guest today is Lillian, and she's sharing with us the story of feeling isolated and stigmatized because of a scar on her hand. And you can imagine if bullying can happen because of a scar in your hand, what would happen if you have a disfigured face? And we are here to say that no matter how bad you look, or even if there is a scar on your body, you're beautiful, you're gorgeous. And may the Lord help you to heal, and people like Lillian will help you to understand that that mark is just a part of your life, but it's not your future. So make sure that you chart your path in a way that will make your life more positive. So see you after the break as you hear the rest of the story. Welcome back, our viewer. As we had indicated earlier, there is a dinner coming October 10th. It may look like it's too late, but it's not late to register, because register for your space to be reserved. Is no ladies' dinner, and all of us are going to be well dressed, like the one you had on February 15th. My goodness, you don't want to miss. Introduce a friend and introduce a lady that you feel needs a lifting and needs just encouragement. And of course, you come and dance and have a lot of fun. That night shall be. And of course, we always appreciate it when you give your feedback to us on 0728316017. Always a delight to have you. My guest again is Lillian Bithi from Machakos County. Yeah. Here she is. Oh wow, great. So I'm trying to look at a teenage girl right now that is not even having a scar, but deep inside them they feel they are not good enough. At least for you, you can attach it to it and say, I know the reason may be a scar. So, but we are not, I'm not trying to say that it's an advantage, but I'm only trying to look at the issue of self-esteem, because that is what really affected you during that time. And as a teenage girl, how did you navigate through to become this confident woman that I see here, that is talking to the cameras, is sharing her story? How did you rise up from that?
Wow. Thank you. For sure, it wasn't easy. Yeah, it was a fight which I've been fighting for so long. Yes. With all the negativities and everything, I chose to be positive. I chose to love myself. I chose to embrace the way I am. Yes, so I think that's what has helped me a lot overcome everything. And I also said, why not encourage other girls or other people out there who have such marks? And remember, these marks can affect anyone. Like they don't choose on skin, they don't choose on race, they don't choose on color. Like anyone can be born with them. So I said, it's good to have this awareness going and letting people know more about it. Even to people who don't have them, like it's something they can also help. Like it's good to get them aware so that they can know how to treat people with them. Yeah, so that has given me more confidence and more courage to go out there and
because I can see that you're wearing your scar and you really are not concerned about it.
Exactly. In fact, nowadays I'm so notorious of wearing short sleeves. Yes, I'm the opposite of what I was.
So what happens when heads turn and people ask you, it doesn't bother you?
No, it doesn't. In fact, I'll just smile and if I have time, I'll take time to explain to them. I'll tell them, no, this is just a mark. I was born with it. It's not something bad. Yeah,
it is not contagious.
Yes, yes.
It is not a head growing out of your hand.
Exactly. I take time to explain. Yeah, and I've learned to be patient with people. Like it will take time. I know it will take time for this awareness to get to reach. Everyone.
So have you met people that have a similar condition locally?
Yes, I have. In fact, I've started a group. Yeah, we are so far we are getting to 50.
Oh.
Yes. There are so many people out there with them, and
the same one like yours.
Yes.
Okay.
And it really gives me a lot of joy just to see other people coming out to tell their stories, because they just saw my story and encouraged them. So there are so many other people, and we are looking forward into registering an organization. In fact, we are in the process of doing it, because with the growth in numbers and everything, we really need to have an organization, and somewhere at least where people can gather together and share their experiences. And if there's a way we can help someone with maybe medication, as I had mentioned, that it's good to have the marks checked. To determine whether it's okay, or maybe there might be some melanoma growing. I'm looking forward into also partnering with some hospitals and dermatologists. Just to help these people.
So apart from the stigma, apart from the self-esteem issues that come with this condition, what is it? Why do you have that need to be in a group? And why is it necessary for you to come together? If it doesn't hurt, if there is no pain, if you are born with it, why is it necessary that all of you gather together, and why the awareness?
I think it's because of the self-esteem, which affects a lot of people, even men. Men are affected a lot. I've talked with several, and they tell me, wow, you know what? You're so bold if you can speak about this thing. Like, they'll tell you, I normally cover it like every other time. They're not bold enough to
expose it. So I think that when by coming together, you also want to bring people to a place of acceptance.
Yes,
and be at peace with what they have.
Yes.
So which are the strangest like scars have you met locally that are in somebody's body? No names, but just I want to understand how big this can be. Because probably maybe I've seen it internationally, locally, because of the stigma, maybe people will hide unless it's on the face.
Yes. There's one lady who has it on the face, like a big one, which stretches from the face to the head, like down there. It's a big one, which is dark and hairy. Yes. There's another guy with a big one on the leg. Some of them, but they normally have some effects like itchiness. Like for that guy, his is normally so itchy. In fact, we are trying to look for a cream which can help him, because with the changes in weather, like sun, especially
when it's
sun,
very hot.
When it's very hot, it normally tends to get itchy. So
what are the don'ts that you shouldn't do? What shouldn't you do to the scar? Because I can imagine if you tried to cut yours, you tried to wash it out.
Yes.
What are the things that you've learned to do to cope with it and to make your life more comfortable?
You just, I think the best thing is just accepting it and living with it, and just being so aware of it, and getting to watch it, monitor it closely to see whether something might be growing or something is changing, maybe the color or the size or the skin, something, just to be aware of it. Yes.
Do you need any special creams? Do you need any medication, or do you just apply normal lotions and oils?
Like mine, I just apply normal lotions. Like I don't have anything special, but mine, I can say it's a bit. It's just there.
Manageable.
It doesn't itch.
Yeah.
It doesn't do anything. It's just there.
It doesn't grow bigger.
Yeah. It's just there.
It's just there. What a blessing.
Yes.
But you can almost feel the pain of somebody that has it on the face.
Exactly. I feel it. In fact, like last week, I got a call from our global team in the UK, and they were sending me a story of a girl in Burundi. Mm-hmm. She has a big one on the back, like a big one, a huge one, and it's so lumpy and and she was complaining of it being so itchy. Mm-hmm. Like she cannot sleep, she cannot lie on the back. It was like it's been bothering her for so long. So like the parents were looking for ways to get her have a surgery, maybe to see whether it can be fixed. Yes. And again, getting a surgery, like researchers have said it's not like the only solution, because the surgery doesn't guarantee like
that you'll never come back.
Yes. You can have it and then it recurs again. And also I've shared stories with people who have had up to 35 surgeries trying to have it removed. Imagine.
Wow, 35 surgeries.
35 of them.
And after they heal, it comes back again.
It comes back again.
Wow.
Yes.
So it's genetic.
Yes, it is.
Wow.
It is. It's composed of the pigment producing cells. They overgrow. Okay. So has it affected your dating life, or do you consider yourself as a normal female, or dating just like any other normal person, or has it had effects? Since you told me you're not married, I would ask you how old you are. You don't ask ladies how old they are. But having gone through campus, I can almost guess you are beyond 20. So great. So has it affected you in any way in your approach to dating? Yeah, to some extent it did, but not very much. So one thing I used to do is I used to let someone know about it before maybe.
Oh, it was a disclaimer.
Yes, a disclaimer before any other thing. Yes,
wow.
So I'll let you know about it and ask you whether you're okay with it.
Wow. Oh, I didn't think about it that way.
Yes.
Oh my, it affects even the way you view yourself and how you present yourself to people. So have you had rejections as a result of it, or people just treated you as normal?
No, for me, I can say maybe I'm a lucky one. I've never had rejections, but I've read stories of people who had rejections. Yes. In fact, ladies are most affected. Like you're just dating someone and then they got to realize you've had this mark and they tell you no, you can't continue with this. Because definitely they would think if you had a child together, the child will have the same mark. And that it's not the case, because this thing is not transferred. Like someone who has it, it doesn't mean that the maybe his or her children will have them. And it's not as a result of something which the parent did.
So according to your research, if it's a rare condition, what contributes it? If you can't transfer it to your kid, then what are the things that women do, or what happens so that you get it?
There isn't anything that I can say maybe a mother did so that someone gets this. There isn't anything. It's just, it happens by chance.
Like, by chance?
Yes.
What are the percentages? Like, for instance, in 1 million people, the likelihood of having people, or maybe in 10 people?
Like the small ones, you'll find 50 people, like 1 in every 50 people. Has one. But the large ones, they are the extreme large ones, like the ones I said, which can cover up to 80% of the body. Those ones are very rare, and maybe we'll find one in maybe 20,000 people.
Yeah, wow.
Yes.
That's great. So it's good to hear that it has not affected your dating life or anything. But I tend to think it's because you're also very positive in the way you look at it.
Yes.
And of course, when you have a supportive family, that makes it even better.
Sure.
So now you finish your campus and now you get a job. Did it affect you when now you decided to get into the hotel business? Was it an issue?
No, it wasn't. So like the stairs are always there, and they will always be there. Even after this, I know maybe someone will just look at it and they're like, wow, they're shocked. Because maybe they've seen it for the first time. So like in my work life, it hasn't affected me. I think I had already started accepting it, so it hasn't really affected me. Though I would meet some customers who are like, wow, what's that on your hand? Wow. Yeah, I've always had to answer to that question.
It's my beauty mark.
Yes. I normally call it my beauty mark. Other people normally see it as a tattoo. Yes, they think it's a tattoo. I tell them, it's my tattoo. I got from God. Yes.
Wow, that is, I think I love your positive energy, that you take it positively. Yes, but I think it could also be because you're also raised in a very secure home. Yeah, because if you felt isolated at home and you top it up on something like a scar on a girl's body, especially the hand, then that will be so overwhelming. But we are so happy. It's good to have positive people like you. That's why you're taking the initiative to be a blessing to somebody else. Because they can relate to you. So our viewer, my guest is Grace, an awesome lady, strong, positive and bold, and willing to share her story. And just a reminder that even if there's a scar on your body, do not let it define you. Go beyond the scar, go beyond your pain, and look for the better that you can get in life. Look at what God has enabled her to do, that through this scar, she's now begun an organization that is not only educating people, but also giving a support group where people that are going through issues can be helped. See you after the break as we take her last remarks and, of course, a word of advice from her to young girls and ladies who are struggling with both negative self-image. I'll see you after the break. Welcome back, our viewer. Our story is about a lady called Lillian that has overcome negative self-image and, of course, coming out from a situation of bullying from when she was young, overcoming the handles of not getting her dream job because there is a mark on her body. And I believe that the purpose of this broadcast is to tell you that you are gorgeous. Don't let the marks in your body define who you are. Don't let limitation from whatever source inhibit your ability to do what you really want, because God has a good plan for your life. So Lillian, I'm looking at you. You're young, you're hopeful. There is a future that you have envisioned that God will give you. But there is that person that is not where you are. Because probably their life has thrown at them situations that they were not able to overcome. In your lowest moments, what has kept you going?
Wow. I think one thing I normally acknowledge God. One thing I'm saying, I'm born again.
Amen.
And every other time I've gained some courage from the word of God. So anytime I'm feeling so low, I normally gets a lot of encouragement from the word of God, and also also having this initiative, I believe it came from God, because for once, I don't know what happened for me, even having to think about it so much to a point of getting into researching about it. I think it was a way of God speaking to me, to maybe telling me to wake up and do something about it. Maybe maybe creating me with it, he had a reason for it, and I believe it was a good reason.
Amen.
Maybe he did it for me to let the world know about it. So that gives me a lot of courage and confidence, and I normally say I'll go out there and tell everyone about it.
So what are the testimonials that you've received from the people that you've brought together as a support group?
There are, like, many people have appreciated it a lot. Like, there's one lady who has one on her leg, who, like, she has told me, all her life, she's always been putting on trousers or anything just to cover it. But since forming this group, at least she has gained courage and she can now put on dresses. Like, she doesn't have to cover it anymore. Yeah, she feels good. She feels encouraged. Yeah, and she's even happy and to even talk about it and tell people it's not a bad thing.
Yeah.
She's happy with it.
Yeah, because when you own it and keep it, it begins to eat you from the inside.
Yes.
But just like they say, if you want to heal a wound, you just have to undo it.
Yeah.
So we hail you for what you're doing. You are a gorgeous woman indeed.
Thank you.
Because it's not just about you. You've thought beyond you.
Yeah.
And you've thought about others.
Yes.
So if you are given an opportunity to talk to somebody that probably has a disabled child, has a condition that affects the way they look, what are the words of encouragement that you'd give from the Word of God? As you say, the Word of God is an anchor. From the Word of God, what encouragement would you give them? Kindly share into this camera and just share with somebody a word of encouragement.
Okay. All right. Okay, to people who are affected by different conditions, maybe you're having a visible difference, and maybe that has kept you into a point of very low self-esteem. One thing I can tell you is that we are all created in God's image, and you are just God's image, and never ever feel sorry for something which you cannot change about yourself, something which you are born with. That is something you can never change, and just thank God for it, because I believe everything happens for a good reason for those who trust in the Lord. And you being different in a way, it's even a blessing, because you're just that unique. Yeah, just like I am. And also for you who you've been criticizing yourself for so long, maybe because you have that visible difference, I can challenge you today to maybe start approving yourself and see what happens next. Yes, that's my challenge for you. And to parents who have children with some visible differences, I know the world sometimes might be cruel to some extent, but yeah, you might be taking in so much information, negative ones. Just try to be a specialist of your own kid. Try to encourage your child. Try to be there, support them always. Tell them how gorgeous they are, how beautiful they are, how unique they are. Yeah, encourage them, and I'm sure your children will be maybe the next great people in the future.
It's true.
Yes.
Wow. Very amazing. It's important that you say that, own your difference. You know, just don't just sit there and feel woye and be self-pity. Just step out of it and just move on. And if somebody wants to join your organization, maybe they have a defect. Do you have probably a social media platform, or how can they reach you?
Yes, we do. On social media, we are at Nivas Outreach Kenya. Nivas is Nevus. Nivas Outreach Kenya on Facebook and Instagram. And also maybe you can call us on 0757924502. Yes.
Could you say the number again?
0757924502.
Anytime?
Anytime.
They can call anytime.
You can call us anytime.
The most amazing thing that you told me is that even a man is in your team. And he was concerned about, I didn't know men Anyway, this is off.
I know.
You wouldn't imagine that men are so concerned about their body image.
Wow, they are normally very much concerned. In fact, the person who had 35 surgeries is a man.
Oh, is a man?
Is a man.
Oh,
yes,
wow.
yes.
Where is the patch? Where is the
on the back?
The difference on the back.
The mark is on the back, and then it stretches up to the
tummy.
Yes.
Oh yeah, that can be very disturbing. Oh my, 35 surgeries.
Yes, 35 of them.
Hey, oh God. But we thank God for you that you have put a smile on our face, and of course, you've not let it put you down. And thank you for stepping out. And what are your plans for the future?
Well, my plans are maybe I just want to, my main vision is to have a clinic, to set up a clinic where these people can be checked, and they can be visiting for any help they need, everything. Yeah, that's my long-term goal. And also I plan to do this awareness in every other part of Africa, because this is something which is not yet known, even in the whole world, if I may say. Like in Africa, I think I'm the only one doing this awareness.
Wow.
So I'm planning to also move outside Kenya and let the awareness go in other countries.
Wow.
Yes.
And also probably psychoeducate people so that people don't feel stigmatized and don't hide behind the condition.
Yeah, true.
Wow, thank you so much, Lillian. We appreciate you for coming to CTN and of course the Gorgeous Woman Show. And you are a pioneer. And sometimes, just as Romans 8:28 says, that all things work together for good to those who love God and accord according to His purpose.
Yes.
Who would have thought that a mark on your hand can be your purpose? And now you found purpose, and look at how you're glowing.
Sure.
So,
I am, and I'm so confident. I'm so happy with it.
Thank you.
Yes.
God bless you so much. My viewer, it's always a joy to listen to stories of gorgeous women. What looks simple to you is complex to somebody else. And what probably you think is not a big thing, is not a big deal, to somebody, their life depends on it. So no matter what you're facing right now, whether people can see it or it is not visible, I pray that God will just allow you to take it positively and make sure that you take responsibility and the steering wheel of your life. Don't allow the condition or the situation weigh you down. Speak to yourself. Change the conversation from within you and say, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. As always, it's a joy to be your host on the Gorgeous Woman Show. Reverend Ruth Omo is my name. See you next time. Bye-bye.